Now from the banks of the Ohio River, we welcome you to Paycor Stadium in downtown Cincinnati, Ohio. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. Mike Tirico with Greg Olsen, the rookie, Tyler Luke, set to kick things off. Off we go from Cincinnati. And that's well done by the kicking team, who's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. The run, it's the rookie from Texas Tech. And that play gets nothing. So, no gain on the game's first snap.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4. And bring up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. 11 yards on the pass there. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that one. They'll bring them down for a big loss.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line. Taking advantage of that running ability. Gain of 17 and a first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. Think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
The running back can get the ball carrier. It's a pickup at 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. They go play action for Burrow. He gets it to the rangy tight end, Waller. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
Here we go. Here.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
After allowing a a chunk play on that previous down. Nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Here we go, here we go. Tahan, 11 mighty, 11 mighty. Tahan, go.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. He'll get this complete to his man out of the backfield. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. And the Ravens are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Jackson out of the pistol. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Lamar going to work from the pistol. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Ravens.
Going back in the backfield. They'll get the carry here. They converge on him quickly. They'll only get a couple. To Devian Clowney there in run support. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins. They've got it 2nd down and 7. Play action now. Jackson. Rushed to his left. That is hard. Trying to get to that pylon. Not there, but very close. They'll mark him out at the 1.
That's good for a ball.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. Trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short. From back at the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
Forward. Last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
No, we changed it.
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. About That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
On one, ready?
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. Behind.
And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he's out past the 30 and out of bounds. Give him 13 on that screen play. And a 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Back into the hands of Yosibov. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense.
Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Gun. Stop.
Now, Burrow. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. And that was incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. They force 4th down.
I like the fact that they took a shot on 3rd and long, right? A lot of offenses in that situation would be a little bit more conservative playing for the 4th down punt. They're trying to pick up a big chunk play through the air, but now that you can't connect, it all but guaretees you got to punt this ball away as it brings up 4th and a mile.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. A 1st down throw for Jackson. Going up top and looking for Flowers. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively all over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
And you know defensively, when you go up against an offense of this caliber, Mike, you're going to have to defend against those deep shots. It's a big part of what this offense is built upon. So that's a nice job attacking and defending downfield, and they're able to force the incomplete pass.
And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. A gain of 24 through the air. Good for a Raven 1st down. 2 minutes remaining. 1st half in a 7-0 game. We'll come back to Cincinnati in a moment. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. In motion comes Andrews. Flush to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Jackson to his big target, Andrews, for the Baltimore 1st down. They'll send Flowers in motion. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back. But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
They'll stick with him again. He's to the 10. And he's in. What a try. Touchdown, Ravens. He continues to score TDs at a remarkable rate. That's now 26 for him in 1 year.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Makes the score. Ravens 14. Bengals nothing. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. On the return is Chase Brown. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
On one, ready? 11. Here we go.
On first down, Burrow. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
11,
38-yard line.
Play action now. It's Burrow. He'll air one out for Higgins. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him. And we'll bring up third down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency.
Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
Jackson now to throw on first down. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. Now the Ravens use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. In motion comes Walker. Jackson going to give it up on a pop pass. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. They'll come up here on second down and 5. Pass right side going to be taken in by Walker. And the Ravens going to be set up with first and goal as play moves them down to the 1.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times. And then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone. And
to the goal line and in. Pass Walker. Touchdown, Baltimore. A touchdown, lucky number 13 on the season. And that's a big number. That is touchdown pass number 50 on the season. Just 5 shy of Peyton Manning's all-time mark for the most in one campaign.
Bengals nothing. Tyler to kick off for Baltimore.
Just 8 seconds now until halftime, and the kick's away. Brown now to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
A first down throw for Burrow. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. And he will be out of bounds. No time left on the clock. And that is the final action here in this first half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. We'll go ahead and just cede the touchback here. This ball over the back line. It'll come out to the 35.
Steven, I'm gonna go. It's hot. It's hot.
In motion comes Walker. The third quarter begins with a run. Up the sideline, past midfield. Down the sideline to the 20. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Ravens. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. And this spectacular season continues. Now his 20th rushing touchdown on the year, a number very few backs have reached in the history of the NFL. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Brown now to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over.
24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll take this past the 30. A gain of 6, mark it at the 31.
Wiggins on the tackle. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Here we go. Dot.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. That is Nnamdi Madubuike there to bring him down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Here we go.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
No gain on the play.
Here it is on 4th down. And he's going to have a Bengals first down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
1st and 10.
Yeah, sometimes these coaches want to overthink it. They want to dial up these super tricky plays and try to outthink themselves sometimes. And you find yourself here on 4th and real short. Something easy, something your guys have wrecked a million times. Win the battle up front and pick up a fresh set of downs. This is one of those times, Mike, where you're actually better off just throwing the ball away. And yes, it's nice to get that reception, but it really just results in a wasted down.
Here we go, here we go.
Now a second down throw for Burrow. And for the fourth time today, he has been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit over-eager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
Face to run. Inside the 20. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's first and goal. They've got it at the 8. First down and goal. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Here's a run. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap. Not this one. They stop him for no gain.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
And he pitches it. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's third and goal. Throwing Jackson. It's out to Andrews as they set up the screen. And he's in. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Baltimore. So that touchdown pass, number 51 on the year, it moves him past two guys at 50 to the best ever. Tom Brady in 2007 and Patrick Mahomes in 2018. Loop now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Ravens stretch out this lead even more. It is now 35-0. Now, after the touchdown, Loop is back out to kick this one away. Brown now to return it. Oh, yeah. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line.
They're on the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
Drive will start on the ground. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down, they need 7.
Here we go, here we go.
And he'll work this out to the 23. Roquan Smith there to bring him down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive. And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, we want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. That's taken in. He will have the conversion and more. And he's going to have a Bengals first down. Going to have it by plenty. Huge gainer on fourth down.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Here we go.
Fourth quarter begins on the ground. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Right, 80.
Now, someone up front moves early. Can't continue to make these mistakes if you're trying to mount a big comeback. So, after the 5 yards are walked off, they face third and long. Following the penalty, they'll run it. They'll be taken down well short of the first down, in about 4. That brings up fourth down.
A gain of 5. It's fourth down.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Jackson going to keep this one himself. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 20.
They get an even 20 on that one. First down, Baltimore.
It's a gain of 20.
When this offense is really in gear, Mike, a lot of it is because of the ability of Lamar Jackson running the football. He is what makes this thing go. You can see why.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
Get hot!
In motion comes Walker. A design run here with Jackson. And he will get into the end zone. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. Greg in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown.